I was given a review code for Elden Ring, and I'm finally ready to talk about it. So, let's get into it. What's up, Dynamites? I'm Kennedy from Dynamic Reactions, and welcome to the level where we talk about accessibility in gaming. When Elden Ring was first announced, I, like many other people, was intrigued and excited at the possibility of jumping into this fantasy world head first. And mind you, back then, I had no idea what a Souls game was, really. Just a general idea that there was a lot of raging and purposefully difficult bosses. I wondered why someone would play something they seemingly didn't enjoy. But of course, this was before I got to know some people in the Souls community who didn't fit the raging criteria of some of the people who responded to my accessibility tweets with,
"Not every game is made for everyone. Have you ever played a Souls game?"
well, now I'm able to answer that question with, yes, I have. And I wanted to do this review a little differently because of it. So the menu of review will be towards the end of the review. This time, as I wanted to have a conversation and hopefully an educational moment with everyone. So let's do it. I honestly feel like there's a breakdown in communication between this fan base and what accessibility actually means. So I wanted to take this review opportunity to use Elden Ring to educate people on why exactly this game is unplayable for me. And not because of an inability to come up with strategy or build a character. It's not even about there being no difficulty level for me, but it's about simple button layout decisions and very limited button configuration that not only make it impossible to execute the decisions I want to make, but are physically painful. I'm gonna start by giving you all a little neurology lesson. I have cerebral palsy. To keep it brief, due to a short amount of time without oxygen when I was born, I have brain damage on the right side of my brain, about the size of a pea in my motor function centers. And it manifests in different ways, but specifically as it pertains to gaming, my right hand is stiff and delayed in movement. So when my brain sends signals to my right hand to press this button and that button is out of close proximity, let's say the square button on the DualShock, my right fingers will try and they will hit it as quickly and efficiently as they possibly can. But will they hit it as quickly and efficiently as my near non-affected left hand? The answer is no. This is why dual button pressing decisions for heals and spells didn't work well for me, leaving the ability to do long range attacks unusable for me. Had it been mapped to the D-pad alone with no extra button presses, I would have been fine. But because I had to use both of my hands to cast a spell and then quickly move my right hand to hopefully dodge with little delay, it made fighting some bosses strategically for me physically impossible. Not mentally impossible, but physically impossible. So that leaves me to ask you all a question. How does one get good if we never had the opportunity to properly execute our strategy? Not because of a lack of practice, not because we didn't grind, not because we didn't think it through, but because of a design that didn't account for certain human imperfections that no amount of practice or time will change. Does that sound like a level playing field in the world of Souls. That is what accessibility is about. Not making things easier. It is about making games fair and playable for everyone. What is honestly laughable about this entire discourse is that there is one accessibility feature across every Souls game that every player likes to use. Target lock. Yes, this is an accessibility feature. So, is this really a worthy hill to die on? Does it matter what other players are doing if you are enjoying yourself? What sucked about the whole experience for me was that I enjoyed it. I understood the appeal. I sat with a friend who watched me play, explained every mechanic to me, complimented my dodging skills, and yet at the end of the day, I could not finish because of a design choice and something that I had no control over. It made me sad. These design choices echo throughout the entire game. Beyond motor issues, there's small text, no colorblind modes, there's button configuration, but again, it's extremely limited. The game brightness is still incredibly dark at max, making it difficult for sight challenge players all around. There are no sound cues to help blind players in an environment. Elden Ring is a beautiful game, and if you are able-bodied without any issues, pick it up. But if you are disabled and want to see if the Souls franchise is cool, I suggest sitting this one out. And at least because accessibility is different for everyone, if you want to try it out, find a friend with a copy. I hope this conversation opened your mind and your heart and your ears a little bit to the truth of what accessibility actually is, if you needed to hear it. And maybe it causes you to think a little differently next time you pick up a game. A special thanks to Bandai for providing me with a code for Elden Ring, and to PlayStation as well. I hope everyone on the dev team takes the feedback. And thank you for watching and listening. And remember, you deserve accessibility that's on the level.